Hello everyone, my name is 777 and welcome back to Inscryption, Kaycee's mod. We had some good luck in the last episode. Should I say good luck? How about I played good for the first time that I've recorded, and we won. Which it feels nice to actually have a win that I can show the world. And now I can move off of the bone deck. I can stop making a fool of myself. I believe I talked about doing the ant deck, which I think I'm still gonna go with. I do really like the Mantis God deck, especially because early game you can get rid of one of your ringworms to have free campfires for the rest of the game, and then buffing the attack on the Mantis God is incredibly powerful. Or moving the trifurcated strike onto a different creature and then buffing that creature a ton is really good. I am not a huge fan of the water deck. It's okay. The Kraken is interesting. And Kingfishers are okay. I'm not a huge Kingfisher fan, but it's nice to buff it and then just have free damage every turn. The vanilla deck is, it's just basically normal. There's nothing special about it. And then the black goat deck, I actually enjoy a lot. I didn't like it at first, but it definitely grew on me. I like the flexibility it gives you with picking up some more black goats and then playing with a bunch of 3-cost combinations that you wouldn't be able to do normally. So I definitely like this deck, but I've only played the ant deck a couple times. The first couple times I did it, there were bad losses, but I think I got the hang of it. I know my strategy pretty much is get another ant and then move the sigil from the ant queen onto that ant and just never use the ant queen. I just feel like the ant queen is not worth the 2 blood. So yeah, I think we'll do ant, and then we'll pick the challenges. I think we talked about this at the end of the last episode. So we're going to go for 90 challenge points. These 2 boss totems and tip scales I'm just going to automatically include in any challenge I do because these aren't that bad in my opinion. The real question is, do we use single candle? I think yes. It does. It takes up a third of all of the challenge points that we need, and I was having problems with single candle with the bone deck, and I was having problems. I think it was the water deck. I had a couple problems, but eventually I pushed through it. I don't know if I've used it on any other deck. I think it's possible for me to. It's essentially you're flawlessing the entire game. I think it's possible for me to do it with the ant deck, but we'll see. We'll try it this time, and then if it doesn't work, we'll probably go double more difficults again. So I just have 30 points to try to fill. I'm fine doing no boss rares, but I've been playing with it for so much recently. I think I'll try not using it just so that I can taste the sweet taste of rares after every boss. So I'll probably do 1 more difficult. And the question is, do we do 3 easy challenges or annoying starters and an easy challenge? I think because it's a new challenge, we'll do annoying starters, and then we'll throw in no hook. No hook is my auto include if I just need 5. There's been many times where I have the hook and I just don't use it, so obviously it's not that important to me. But yeah, that's 90, and we'll just get started. Again, for some reason, when I launch the run, it takes 20 seconds. This time it was actually not as bad as last time, I think. So the big objective of this deck is get ants. So the first thing we're going to try to get is some ants from this opening shop, and we'll peek at this real quick. Cockroach and LG. Probably won't get it this time. I don't see me using LG in this kind of deck. I might grab a cockroach. Oh, it's just outside. For some reason I didn't remember that static noise happening at all, and I thought something new was happening. It's just outside. Alright, we'll get started. So first thing to note, there is a campfire. So a ringworm is potentially viable. Ringworm or adder. There is a forced sacrifice up there, so there is an opportunity to get rid of the ant queen very early. I won't go here because I'll only get one item from it, so I'll either go one of these. I really like getting the insect head, just because like this deck runs on ants, right? So it's very helpful to have basically all of your ants get buffed. So I might go over here if we don't get a ringworm or an adder, but if we get ringworm or adder, we're definitely going to go for the campfire. Free campfires for the rest of the game is so powerful. I really like that they added that. Or, like, not added it, but like included it in the game. Because it is incredibly useful and really powerful. Okay, so annoying is not +1/+1, it's just 1 power. But still, that makes skunk essentially useless. What's also interesting is that we can't... Oh, I didn't think about this. If we use the altar, the creature that we move... The creature that... let me try to rephrase this. When we sacrifice one of these creatures to the altar, it will give the annoying sigil to the other creature. So... we may not want to get rid of the ant queen. At least not with an altar. We may just try to get, like, remove it from our deck. It's interesting. Something to note here. We did not get any ants in our starting shop. That's what this is called. It's a shop. Sorry, sometimes my brain just stops working. So, corpse maggots is really good. I really like putting corpse eater on something that costs 3. So we could throw it on like a moose buck or LG. I also really like fecundity, especially if we put it on an ant. Obviously not like one of the ants with annoying on it, just a normal ant, because that helps with boosting the attack. Oh, again, if you don't know, or I shouldn't say again if you don't know, because I haven't talked about this before. If you don't know, ants have power equal to the number of ants you have on your side of the board. So the more ants you get from shops or just card selections, the better. Unfortunately, it's not an option. I don't see a reason for black goat right now. If I was to pick one of these 3-cost things, I would probably just pick corpse maggots and then throw the corpse eater on it. I think I'm definitely gonna go corpse maggots. The question is, do I pick up a 3 or fecundity to put on an ant later? Do I put it on an ant now? Probably not. I could grab Wolf Cub, just because Wolf Cub is a good early game card. Mole is... See, I would do Mole Stinky, but if we transferred Stinky to the Mole, it'll also get annoying, which is annoying. So I'll probably go Field Mice or Wolf Cub. I mean, I could go Moose Buck and then throw Corpse Eater on the Moose Buck. I just don't know if a 3/7 is what I want to put the Corpse Eater on? Like, I could put it on the Ant Queen, and that would work better with my deck in general. And then that might be what I do. And then if I do that, then I would want Field Mice or Wolf Cub. And I could grab Field Mice because I wouldn't have to worry about paying the 2 for Ant Queen ever. I mean, unless I wanted to. Or I could, so it's either something good early game or something that I can throw on an ant at a later time. I think I'll grab Wolf Cub. I can always move Fledgling onto something later too, if that's what I want to do. I probably will go Totem here. Yeah. So the unfortunate thing about ants is that you can't buff their attack at all, which makes campfires like slightly worse. But I could always like buff my skunk or a wolf cub. I'll just go to the totem lady, the wood carver. I guess I should address her properly. Unfortunately, we did not get an insect head. That sucks a lot. I don't think flying matters at all. So yeah, we'll grab flying. With the ant deck specifically, you don't really care about any other head. So it'll just be nice, I guess, to have a like it could be nice to have flying on insects at some point, but you know, I highly doubt it. So I believe I'll go Wolf Cub on the end. I'm an idiot. I forgot Wild Bull will actually move to the right and throw the boulder over its shoulder. Oops. Hopefully it's not too big of a problem. And I'll just draw for Ant Queen. I'm actually just gonna throw a squirrel down on the Wild Bull. And then when it dies, I'll get Corpse Maggot out, which will kill the rabbit. And then I'll put... I guess I'll do this. And then I can throw a squirrel, or a worker ant down at the end. I don't have lethal this turn, so I'll just coast. I'm thinking about sacrificing the wolf for the flying ant just to buff the attack damage of the ant queen. We have lethal this turn, so yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Yeah. And then that's 6 damage, so 3 overkill. Not bad. No reason to go to the trapper yet. I only have 3 teeth, so I'm just gonna go here. If you don't get the rare pelt, it will give you an insect. It's normally a mantis, I think, but it can also give you an ant. So I'm really hoping for an ant here. I'm feeling the right one. Okay, I can get down with the mealworm. Okay. Mealworm, sharp quills doesn't matter. But I can work with a mealworm. That could be my buff target. I don't know if I increase the power of mealworm and sacrifice it to an ant. I don't know if the ant will actually get buffed by it. But hey, that's something I can see at a campfire. I'll buff the mealworm attack. First thing, I'm gonna do Corpse Maggot Ant Queen. I can always put a squirrel out and then have the squirrel get killed by something, and then the ant queen will get played. So I can use it as just basically a 1 blood creature. Of course, the best way to use not Death Eater, Corpse Eater, is for I have a creature out that is doing a good amount of damage, and then it gets killed by something, and then the Ant Queen comes out. But you know, I could always just use it with the squirrel. I'll go Wolf Cub, because I don't really know what he's gonna do after this egg. Wolverine's not bad because it won't kill the wolf. And I'll grab a squirrel here and throw the flying ant on the edge. Oh, that was lethal. That was bad. I should have sacrificed the flying ant actually to put the Ant Queen out. Actually, no, I should have sacrificed the wolf to put the Ant Queen out on the edge, so I had one overkill. Actually, I would have had 2 or 3 overkill because there were ants. It's not a big deal though. I'm getting into like very small problems. It's technically possible that I could have needed those teeth at a later time, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much unless I lose by a couple of teeth because I can't buy like a knife or something. Anyway, skunk, not really interested in. I actually kind of want to get rid of this because of the annoying sigil. Like the skunk is literally useless. It's just like a 3 health blocker. Direwolf pup. I don't think I'm a fan of in this situation. The elk fawn is okay. I think I'll re-roll. Kind of wish I took something else. I don't like this tentacle. I don't think the mirror is very good. You can basically use it once to kill something and then it'll just die like the next time. I can't afford a grizzly, so I guess I'll go raven and probably just remove it in the future. Okay, that's good. So I'm gonna throw this on the mealworm, and we'll see if this will actually buff the ants. The question is, do I double down? I think the answer is no, because I actually have some use for it. If it doesn't buff the ants, then I'm not really sure what to do with it, but we may try to get rid of it at a campfire if it doesn't buff ants. I think it will, because the Wolverine sigil, I think it's Bloodlust, does affect ants, so I don't see why Morsel won't, but I guess you never know. I'll just throw Wolf Cup down. Sorry, my throat is like getting kind of sore from talking so much. I guess I'm not really used to it. I'll just put Wolf Cup down in the middle. It will have to attack a mole, or the mole for a couple turns, so we kind of need to get something else out, like the raven. I guess if he's not going to play anything, I'll just throw the raven down in front of his raven. So we're even this turn. And I'll save up for Ant Queen. Now we'll start actually getting benefit. Let's see, Wolf will kill... Actually, we may win this turn. Actually, I think I don't play Ant Queen this turn. Otherwise, we win at exact damage. So if I want to get some extra teeth, I don't play Ant Queen. Oh, you know what? I should have grabbed a squirrel. I'll just wait another turn. Now I grab a squirrel. Alright, so then I do this. And then... Oh, that's interesting. I don't think that actually did anything. I am still at... Oh, I'll have 2 overkill instead of exact. I forgot that, the egg would move in front of the worker ant. I did more damage that way anyway. Alright, so... I'm kind of considering going to both totems. But we'll see if there's anything I really want to sacrifice after this. Of course I'm going to reroll and look for insect. Fantastic. I don't really think it matters. I don't like a lot of hoofed creatures. The best thing would probably be a black goat. For canine, we could get like a direwolf pup. I think we'll go bird. Another raven. That's kind of shit. So if we went here, what would we move on to? What? Maybe move fledgling? Or maybe move flying onto like a wolf cub or something? Again, I don't want to get rid of the ant because, you know, it's the ant deck. It's kind of the whole point, is to have ants. I don't really want to move stinky and annoying onto anything because, you know, it doesn't really matter. Those cancel each other out. I don't really want the ravens, so I'd probably move airborne onto like the wolf cub. I think I'm going to go double totem here because I don't really want a flying wolf cub. I like the wolf being able to kill things. Okay. No insect head. We'll grab this base, unfortunately. And we'll hope for an insect head here. Wow. This is a real bad collection of wood carvings. I could have grabbed a canine head there and just buffed my wolf cub, but I don't think it matters at all. All of the bodies I have aren't like worth anything. It's just like flying or move. Alright, so we have an early game trapper, which means that he won't play any more strange frogs, I believe. These are the only traps he'll have out. What do they have? They have flying, so they're going to do damage to me directly. I don't have any flight block, so it's going to be important for me to kill them. Which is unfortunate, because I can't really kill them easily. And the skunk is essentially useless because it can't block flyers. I think I have to squirrel here, and then play a raven. I think I'll play it here. If I play it here to kill a strange frog, I take 2 damage this turn and next turn. If I play it here, I only take 1 damage this turn total. So yeah, I'll play it there. Alright, so a couple options. We could play the wolf cub to start killing their frogs, or I draw a card. What would I want to draw? Like the queen ant? So that when my raven won't die because I didn't play it next to one of the strange frogs. So I think I go wolf cub. I'll take 2 damage this turn, and then 1 damage next turn. Okay, but I'll do 2 damage back with the raven. And now I think we go for ant queen. Mealworm. Interestingly, I could make the skunk a 1/5, and then kill the leaping trap with it. I think I'll wait just so that I can see if ants get buffed by the mealworm. Alright, so there's the ant queen. Unfortunately, that's not the ant I want. So I'll just pass. And now I can test the mealworm. By doing mealworm, worker ant, and then I guess I'll just put the worker ant here. Okay, it did get buffed. I was worried that when it only its health went up there, but I think it just can't show the buff from the mealworm. So that's actually really good then. So that means every campfire I'm gonna want to upgrade my mealworm. Unfortunately, I can't stick unkillable on the mealworm because it has a sigil already. But I could always paint it to duplicate it. I think that's all I'm gonna do. Again, the skunk is like literally useless. Phase 2 will be activated this turn, and I'll get one more pelt, so I'll have 3 pelts total. Yeah. I don't know how you get a pelt from an ant, but I won't ask questions. So I'll probably just leave the space in front of the raven open, and then just get the other 3. And just try to kill him in 1 turn. That's pretty much my usual tactic. So I have 3 damage out right now, so do 5 with the raven. And I can't get any more damage out. Is it worth it to pull a tooth for like a golden tooth? I would say no. Alright, says the first boss done. And weirdly enough, I will actually get a rare from this boss, which I'm not used to because of playing with that challenge. Oh. I see a lot of interesting things here. And by a lot, I mean 2. So, I love Gek. I think it is a really powerful card if you put the right sigils on it. But I also love Ouroboros for the same reason. What sucks is that I really wish I didn't put Corpse Eater on the Ant Queen now. I wish I had one to put on the Ouroboros. The best sigils to put on Ouroboros would be probably Fecundity or Corpse Eater. So it's also, this is the first boss, so that means Ouroboros has a lot of opportunity to gain power and attack. What I don't know is if you use Morsel on the Ouroboros, does the stats from the mealworm or from Morsel like stick around? And I guess we'll test that out too. Lots of Morsel testing in this game. I think we'll probably grab a Gek at the second boss if it's an option, or at a shop if we have a golden pelt or something. But yeah, that's the end of the first video. We beat the boss. I kind of like what we're doing with our deck right now, except for these 2 ravens. There's some things that I wish could be better, like, you know, the ravens, or not having sharp quills in this mealworm, because now we can't move Morsel onto something or give it unkillable, because an unkillable mealworm is like incredible. It's a lot of stats that you can just give to whatever you want. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure you comment, subscribe, and also like the video. And I'll see you in the next video.